Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and I'm back with the gals from Multi-Photo Monday. Now we do have some special guests with us that we're really excited to have. Be sure to check out Katie and Jessica this time because they are joining us, but also don't forget to check out our lovely team, Dolly, Becky, and Miranda for some great inspiration. Now I put up Miranda's picture at the beginning that was our inspiration for our layouts. So I took that fall theme that she took a picture in New York City and decided to use these beautiful papers from Simple Stories. Now these are actually camping themed papers, but since they're floral and geometric patterns, it really works well for this layout. It's just some naturey photos and it works well for the fall theme. What's really fun about this project is I actually have a coordinating insert and 12 by 12 pocket page that coordinate with this collection and this story. So if you're interested in seeing those, I did those over my Patreon for my patrons during a live stream. So if you're interested in more content like the one video you're seeing today, definitely head over there. I do a ton of fun things and you guys can get more from me. But for today, we're doing a simple gutting of the paper. So if you have papers that you love, but you also want borders around your layouts like I do on this particular one, you can trim out the middle section so that way you can use that pattern for something later on. So I'm going to use this beautiful, beautiful yellow, deep yellow colored geometric pattern as my main background, but I wanted a frame around that. So I trimmed that down a ½ inch on two of the sides, and then I also gutted the background paper there so I could have that floral for later use on this layout. I used the branding strip, or actually that's just a cut off of the yellow paper. The back side of that was this beautiful dark brown wood grain with a floral on top. Absolutely stunning. Cannot get over this collection. I feel like I never saw anyone work with this collection, but I'm really glad that I got to use some of it. Now I'm actually pairing that with the 6x6 paper pad here, which is from the Outfitters collection from Pink Paisley. So same idea, but different color scheme and different patterns. And I'm also using the cutoff or the gutted piece of the background paper there. So I have this nice teal blue to also pop up here. Now I do have a couple of other coordinating elements for this collection. I have the 12 by 12 sticker sheet and I have the chipboard set. Now I don't have much of the chipboard set left, so I only have that flower there that you keep seeing me move around. I also have a journaling spot already picked out. That's from the We Are Memory Keepers Albums Made Easy Lemon 2x4, I guess you'd call them pocket page card stack. Those are some really old stacks that I got from Joann's on clearance, and I don't think they're available anymore, but I will try to have all these items that I'm currently showing you listed down below in case you're interested in any of them. I know some of the Cabin Fever collection is still available, so I'll try to have that link down below for you guys. And did I mention I had the washi tape? Long story short, I found an order that I didn't know I hadn't unpacked yet from when I moved, so I had these brand new things that I didn't remember, buying, but that was months ago and I just found it, so I was really excited to work with this collection. And I'm pretty sure I own the die cuts and you have yet to find them, so that's only a little bit frustrating. So we're just using stickers and chipboard to make this layout work, but I think it comes together in the end. And I will say, here as I start gluing things down, it'll start making more sense as to like the direction layout's going. To be honest, I didn't know where the title was going to end up, so that kind of started to deter me from gluing things down, but I just said, if I glue it down, then the title will fall into place. And it did, and I was really happy with how it turned out. It's actually one of my go-to titles. I tend to repeat this one a lot, but I think it's fitting for so many topics, and you'll see what it is in a little bit. Here's where I decide that the journaling spot that I picked out needed a mat of its own, so I was going to extend the photo mat that is currently on this vertical photo and put that, as if it was one piece of cardstock, and have that going beneath the branding strip here. So you can see that'll help this mustard yellow and cream journaling spot really pop, and then the flower can be paired with it. So as I start gluing things down, I also wanted to mention that here I'm using a vertical and a horizontal photo, and I know a lot of people have this situation in their scrapbooks as well, and that it's very hard to use on one layout. And I've just started going through a series on my channel called Falling Back to Basics series, where we go over go-to designs and design elements. So if you're interested in that, I'll have that link down below, the whole playlist, in case you're interested. But don't forget to check out the lovely process videos and projects made by the other ladies. So many cute things. And again, they're all from inspiration from Miranda's picture this month. So here's everything glued down pretty much exactly where I said it was going to be. I'm really glad I got a strip of that washi tape on. It's a very busy washi tape, so I was afraid I wouldn't be able to use it with all these patterns going on, but it ended up working really well. Now, if you find yourself using a collection or using a kit that just has like a sticker sheet or a sticker book with it, one thing you definitely want to try to do when making your clusters is go vertical. So here you'll see me do that a couple times on this layout. It adds a lot of interest, especially when it's words. And also make sure that you're using dimension. So I use some foam adhesive or foam sheets to really pop up pieces of these embellishment clusters that I'm making to make them seem more interesting and a little bit more alive. So this is almost treating it as if it was chipboard. And if you're using foam sheets, that'll give it a little bit less dimension than if you did foam squares like I'm doing here. But it's totally a preference thing and up to you guys. Now I will say this sticker sheet was brand new at the beginning of the weekend that I created this, so you guys can kind of see the dent that I've already made in it. And I'm really proud of that because again, these are the only 2 papers I owned from this collection, so the fact that I made do with it despite not having it was really fun. So here I start placing some of the word stickers and word tabs that are in this collection sticker sheet. Really, really beautiful. I almost wish I did have the whole collection. It's really, really cute, and I think it's super adorable for so many different occasions. And it's a unique color scheme with the teals mixed in with the natural reds and yellows and oranges. So I think it's really, really fun if you haven't seen it yet. Go try to look it up. Again, I'll have products linked down below in case you're interested. Here's where I do another fun thing. I did a DIY embellishment video a couple of weeks ago on my channel, and I got to use one on this layout, which these are actually coordinating with my October How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, not this kit that I'm working with today. So I was really surprised that I got to use it on this, but another embellishment bites the dust, and that's all that matters. And I like that it's a nice bright pop of teal that matches the collection, just so happened to. And here I'm gluing everything down. Now, if you know me, I like adding extra adhesive. I am a strong believer that a little adhesive goes a long way, but a little bit more will last forever. So I always add my Scotch liquid glue on that just because I think it'll last a bit longer. And this is only after I'm happy with everything's placed. I won't put liquid glue down and then peel something up. This means I'm pretty content with how it's turning out. And then we move on to the title. Lucky for me, I have a cart next to my desk that holds a majority of my alphabets and thickers. So I pull out these very scripty, very non-rugged, they're kind of different. It's this elegant hello with the gold foil on some chipboard, and I pull that out, and then I want this juxtaposition of the sticker here that says adventure, so this rough and tough outlined, wood grain piece. I think it's really fun, and again, I put that on some foam as well, which you'll see is a little bit of a struggle because it's a delicate piece. There's not a lot of room to work with in terms of putting the foam behind it, but I think it's worth it in the end, and I do have to cut the foam to try to fit it. And another thing to note is if you have different brands of foam adhesive, they will be different heights. So I tested that on an earlier piece, which I think it was a little too sped up for you guys to see, but they were 2 different sizes, so I had to peel one off because otherwise it just looked a little wonky. And there I added a little bit of my powder tool to make sure that my fingers weren't sticking nearly as bad to this as they were because I didn't want to rip it, which I have trouble with ripping stickers lately. I'm really bad at it. I don't know what it is about it, but I rip it too hard, at those delicate points. So that's where my title's going to go. Now I did think about creating some splatters on here, something like that. But what I will say is that even though there's a journaling spot here, it does have predetermined prompts, and I always have more room for more journaling on the top above the photos. So some journaling strips or some typewriter journaling, something like that could fit up there. But now to finish off the layout, I'm going to grab some enamel hearts. These are from Illustrated Faith. They're not the perfect shade of red to match, but I wanted to bring in some more red because it's in the background paper and a couple embellishments. And then I also pull in these Echo Park Christmas enamel dots, which I tend to neglect because they're a cream and then an off brown color, but they worked perfect for this layout, so I'm really happy I got to use a few of those. But that's it for this layout, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Now don't forget to check out all the lovely ladies, especially our special guests, down below so you guys can check out what they did with inspiration from Miranda's photo. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this crazy layout. It's definitely a lot more than I normally do, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!